welcome to another edition of the Lucha Critics. We're going to have another tag team show today. As always, we got Josh. Say what's up, Josh.
What's up, everybody?
We've been a little bit busy. We are all working professionals, so we're not going to always be, unfortunately, on, but we will always come back. That is for damn sure. And we're going to start things off with some SmackDown. A lot of
Before we do that,
what's up?
Before we do that, gotta give a shout out to our missing partners.
Oh yeah,
Warren.
Absolutely. Shout out to Warren. Shout out to JT. Hopefully they'll be back soon.
JT, man, we miss you guys. You know.
Yeah, you guys definitely missed on the podcast. Hopefully, you guys can come back soon, and the whole team will be giving our thoughts again. And yeah, that would be pretty dope. But let's go ahead and start things off with Tiffany Stratton. Basically talking shit to Charlotte Flair because Charlotte Flair is trying to get back at the title contention, trying to get back her what she thinks is hers, is the WWE Women's Championship. But we also saw what's her name? I can't.
Alexa Bliss.
Thank you, Alexa Bliss. Right here. Basically, I'm not sure how it started. I can't remember how it exactly started. Do you remember how it started?
It's Alexa Bliss first came out. Charlotte came out, started talking crap.
I see. And then that's when fucking homegirl right here, Tiffany Stratton came out and gave her 2 cents about things. And then we saw the triple threat for the qualifying women's Money in the Bank ladder match, where Julia defeated the United States champion Zelina Vega and Charlotte Flair to qualify. I love that she won. Definitely the right person won. I wouldn't have loved to see Charlotte win. Zelina Vega definitely has to come back up after her performance. And I feel Julia is the hottest thing right now. What do you think about that one?
Well, I'm fine with Julia winning. I just don't like that everybody's giving hate to Zelina because she's champion and she's supposed to win. She's not supposed to win. She's just there to show TV time, show that she's the champion.
Yeah.
This could set up a future match between her and Julia because Julia's like, oh, I have one over you. And if Julia doesn't win Money in the Bank, she goes straight after for the US belt. That
is a good point. That is definitely a good point, and it sets up storylines exactly how you say. All right, let's go ahead and check in with Tommaso Ciampa versus Chris Sabin. Interesting back and forth on this one. We had a couple of run-ins, but we also saw not necessarily the return of Candice LeRae. She did come back last week with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. But yeah, they interfered, and we saw Tommaso Ciampa pick up the win against Chris Sabin. Did you get to catch this match?
No, I only saw like some of the highlights here and there.
What'd you think?
They're always gonna be put bangers no matter what, you know.
For sure, fucking Tommaso Ciampa, right? Yeah,
they both tag teams are elite right now. I feel like SmackDown has better tag teams than Raw.
Yeah. That's something for damn sure. SmackDown, their tag teams are just like, it has something about it that just has all the teams that are really good. I can't wait for the Lucha Brothers to shake things up. I think they should be put in Raw, but we'll see how things shake up.
Well, we'll see after the draft, and I think they'll put them together to like after Survivor Series.
Let's see.
Lead up for WrestleMania, so they could have that tag team championship match.
So, do you think they're gonna do the draft after maybe Money in the Bank?
I think it's gonna be it'll be after Money in the Bank because they would have announced it already. It would have been next week, but no, it's already so we like after Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Damn, I wonder if they're even gonna do it. Right? I wonder if they're just like keep it this way where they're just trading people from time to time.
Maybe because also there's a lot of call-ups coming up from NXT, so
a lot of call-ups from NXT, and you never know. So we have AAA also. They're that pool. We have Aquino. We have El Hijo de Dr. Wagner. A lot of great wrestlers over there. Let's go ahead and talk about Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre basically going at it. This was a precursor to basically their main event cage match. That's basically all this was. Did you catch this little highlight?
No, like I said, I only saw like there's the SmackDown and all of it, but we're kind of already tired of McIntyre and Priest. Should have ended after that one match they had in the last pay-per-view.
I feel like they're setting up something where they're gonna always be in a rivalry if they see each other, like it's on site type of situation.
True, but I like to see like changes here and there.
Yeah.
I don't. it's 50-50. It's good. Sometimes it's bad. Okay.
That would be funny if they end up in a tag team and they fucking win the tag team championship, right?
Hey, man, I wouldn't mind it.
That would be a pretty interesting tag team, not gonna lie. Next up, we got Mitchin and B-Fab defeating Piper Niven and Alba Fire, the secret Purvis. It's always great to see Chelsea Green out there, and definitely a crazy matchup that happened. Any thoughts on this one?
Nah, just at least 4 future females are getting TV time.
True.
With potential U.S. champion challengers, or they could drop to the Raw. They could be future IC champion challengers.
Very true. They're definitely fit right into the mid card situation for sure. Let's go ahead and move on to the team up of Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo defeating Jimmy Uso and Rey Fenix. I was like, "Ooh, this is a cool situation here with Jimmy Uso and Rey Fenix." I would have liked them to kind of win on that one. But yeah, realistically, they weren't gonna win against fucking Jeff Cobb and Jacob Fatu. That's a crazy ass fucking tag team. What do you think about them?
It's crazy. They should just kept his name as Jeff Cobb, not as JC, whatever his name is.
Mateo, I agree. The JC Mateo feels weird to say, just because years of me like watching New Japan Pro Wrestling and watching all the other shows. So I kind of feel they should have kept his name, but maybe it's a rights issue where he wants to keep the rights to his name.
It's funny. Kind of feels like that Charlie Day meme from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they're trying to figure out how these fit in bloodline.
Yeah, that shit was funny. I think you were telling me about this then, the meme that they were creating online. Yeah, you can't hide stuff from the online, man. People are always gonna want to talk, and they're definitely gonna make memes out of it for sure. Definitely would love to see this tag team more in the future. I don't know how long they're gonna be together, especially because of the storyline that they're kind of telling with this team.
Yeah.
But I would love to see them with the tag team championships at least once. Right?
That'd be nice. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we see R-Truth giving his words before his match against John Cena at Saturday Night Main Event. This was interesting. I like that they let fucking R-Truth out there and talk and try to do a promo. I kind of wish that the crowd would have let him talk, because they kept doing the what bullshit. It's like I get it, it's WWE, that's basically where you're supposed to do it, but like, can you let the fucking man talk? I
would have been laughing when I would tell him. He would have been like, "All right, everybody, Jimmy has something to say."
Right?
That would have been funny.
That would have fucking been funny.
I'm pretty sure he'll bring it back.
I wonder what's gonna happen after this. I wonder if this is gonna be leading into this heel turn we've all been kind of talking about for R-Truth. Should be interesting, right? All right, let's move on to LA Knight defeating Aleister Black and Shinsuke Nakamura to advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match. I liked it, and then I didn't like the people who he beat though, because those two, specifically Aleister, I would have loved to see him in the Money in the Bank situation. But he deserves it. They kind of snubbed him during the WrestleMania, when WrestleMania was out here in LA. Could have been perfect to have him come out here, but at least he gets his the Money in the Bank situation. He might even win in LA. You never know.
Maybe.
What'd you think about this one?
Like I said, I only saw like different stuff, but this match should be good. They finally, I see they brought Shinsuke back to TV.
Right.
Hasn't been seen anywhere in a while. I wouldn't mind seeing Shinsuke and Aleister Black feud.
That would be an interesting feud, right? That would be pretty good.
Especially now that Shinsuke's emo.
Oh, so would you? Oh yeah, that would be good. What if a team up?
A team up too?
A team up would be pretty fucking sick.
Speaking, I mentioned the theme song already.
Oh, that would be pretty fucking ominous. They were right. That'd be pretty good. Speaking of team ups, we saw a team come back during the Street Profits versus Fraxium tag team title match, which was fucking phenomenal. I'm not sure if you got to see that one.
I saw the highlights, but what you think about Fraxium's theme song?
I didn't catch the theme song.
It's pretty good. It goes with them.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna have to catch that.
If I remember correctly, it kind of gives me like the Saturday morning cartoon vibe.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to fucking catch that. But towards the end of this matchup, we saw the return of the White Six, and they took out both teams. And at the end, they took out a cake because it was Bray Wyatt's birthday, and it was a special thing. I think they were even in his Bo Dallas's hometown.
I think so, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Fucking awesome. Love this. What do you have to say about this right here?
It was a great, tribute to Bray Wyatt. It was his birthday, celebrating the man that was the man, myth, the legend of Bray Wyatt.
Hell yeah.
And also, it's also putting the White Six in the front line, showing that we're here for the tag team. We're gonna destroy you guys.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh, that should be dope. Hopefully that comes true sooner than later for sure. Let's go ahead and move on to Saturday night's main event, I should say. Let's see here. We saw Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker defeating CM Punk and Sami Zayn with the help of a brand new addition to their team. I keep forgetting his name, but I just want to call him Braun because they just keep getting Brauns out here.
Bronson
Reed. We got fucking Seth's big brawny man. Man, I kind of wish. What's up?
it makes no sense to me, man. It makes no sense to me.
Storyline wise, hell no. It makes no sense.
Nope.
Stable wise, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
We'll touch on this once we hit Raw because they did touch on it, and I kind of wish they would have pushed it a little bit more. But for the moment, that shit was dope. I was like, oh shit, this is the man to put in this team. If you're trying to make a fucking team that's gonna take over, you're gonna want that guy in the team. Bronson Reed, absolutely. What'd you think about the matchup?
It was great. I follow this guy named Mr. Santi. I don't know if you know who he is.
No.
He made a great point saying that Iron main event should be 4 matches.
How many matches?
Because I think it was 5. I think because they added the women's match.
Right. You're right.
But the thing that is that the matches are great, but it doesn't give enough matches to breathe, and they have too much commercials.
Yeah. No, yeah, especially because it's gonna be. I think this is on NBC, so they have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did like
or Peacock. It's on
Peacock. Like
Sammy's.
Yeah, it's Peacock. I did like Sami and CM Punk's color scheme.
Dude, thank you for pointing that out. I fucking love their fucking gear. Free Palestine. I'll just say that right here in this podcast. Hell yeah, I love their gear. Let's see. So alone victim of the brutal spear, right? And then that's when they fucking just tsunami the fuck out of CM Punk the whole time. That was great. If anything, that was dope.
I bet you Seth Rollins and CM Punk were in the back saying, "Do it,
yeah,
do it." Yep.
Yeah.
No, I know CM Punk and Seth Rollins are not friends, but they respect each other. When they know what's business, it's business.
No, 100%. I think that's one of the great things that WWE has learned to do with people that don't fuck with each other. They make them work with each other, and it works. Hell yeah. Let's move on to the Women's United States Championship match. Selena Vega defeating Chelsea Green, and I'll just we'll talk about it because big ups to Selena. She deserves her title. She deserves her title run. Absolutely. Phenomenal fucking skills in the inside and outside the ring, but she fucked up. Unfortunately, she fucked up, and as she was trying to do the 619 to Chelsea Green, she fumbled it a little bit and kind of kicked up her leg and ended up hitting Chelsea right in the nose and breaking it yet again. I have a feeling this match was supposed to go a little bit longer, but they may have cut it a little bit sooner than it was, right?
Yeah, because I remember I was at work at Ease. I was watching it. I was like, I'm going to use the restroom fast. Come back. I was like, what the hell happened to the match?
Yeah, dude. That sucked, man. Hopefully we can see another matchup between them once Chelsea Green is right back up. But hopefully speed of recovery to Chelsea Green. messing up her. Man, she bleeds for this company. She deserves the fucking women's championship.
Yeah, she does.
Let's go ahead and move on to John Cena defeating R-Truth. Right off the bat, I'll talk about R-Truth's gear, his entrance. It was John Cena, vintage Cena versus evil Cena. It was great.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I didn't see the entrance, but I saw the way he came out. He was dressed and everything. I love that he almost beat Cena with his own moves.
Dude, yes, that shit was dope. I'm glad they did a great job telling the story, man. Absolutely. Let me see.
I don't know if you noticed, there was a hint that Cena was gonna not try to smack him with the belt. Cena was conflicted. He's like, you know what? I'll just do the low blow.
Yeah, I saw that.
There you go.
Damn. He got me though. Like for a minute I was like, oh shit, they're doing the storyline that I thought. That no, it was him just like, nah, I'm gonna kick you in the balls instead.
I don't know if you saw the backstage story with R-Truth. He was saying, you saw Cena's eyes, the glimmer in his eyes. He's trying to come back.
Oh shit, I did not catch that. Interesting. All right, we'll see how this storyline continues. Let's go ahead and talk about Damian Priest defeating Drew McIntyre. And throughout the whole match, there was someone on commentary, Jesse the Body Ventura, old man fucking doing old man things and just going off the rails.
Yep.
Oh man, no, I loved it. He kept like, I feel like he was just riffing, and he was like, he knows he can do it, so he'll just do it, and it was great, honestly. The match itself, awesome. I kind of agree with you, Brooke. I'm kind of this is getting kind of stale, and I would like to see them kind of go up against other people now. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We saw Damian Priest picking up this win by walking out of the cage, to the dismay of Jesse the Body Ventura. He was like, "Why the fuck are you walking out?"
Yeah, they should just pin them after Conchero.
That would have been cool. Or just put his fucking foot on top of his head or his chest. Yeah. That would have been cool. I agree. Anything else before we move on to the main event here?
We're just gonna see Drew McIntyre from his injury come back. But I know I think he's filming something, so he went to go film a movie, so he'll be back soon.
Hell yeah. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we'll be back soon. Let's move on to Jey Uso defeating Logan Paul. I'm fucking grateful for that. They kind of like alluded to possibility of a YouTuber champion in the future, and it was gonna be John Cena's way of ruining wrestling. For those who did see that definitely would have definitely soured things up. He's gonna win the championship. Like, it's gonna happen.
Not now, but
yeah, he needs to get better.
Groom him to be there.
Exactly. I agree with you on that one. Love the matchup though. They did a great job. We saw John Cena coming out trying to help Paul win, but we also saw the return of the former champion Cody Rhodes, and he ended up helping Jey Uso win, and we ended up getting a brand new fucking matchup for SummerSlam or Money in the Bank, and it is Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena and Logan Paul in a tag team match at Money in the Bank. Fuck yeah, we get one more match with John Cena in LA. That's what's up. What'd you think about it?
It's crazy. It was crazy because it was supposed to be Travis Scott.
It was supposed to be Travis Scott, right? So what do you know about that?
I think he backed out.
He backed out.
I think so, but I've been hearing that he was training with Booker T. So I'm like, if we're training, why are you not,
Interesting.
Unless he's scared that Cody Rhodes might give him the receipt. That black guy he gave him
I mean, he kind of did like get his receipt back. I think he gave him that pretty bad like crossroads, or maybe he just was being nice to him. I mean, who knows? But interesting. I wonder. All right. Anything else before we move on to Battleground?
It's that interaction with Cena and Uso kind of gave me reminiscence of Lesnar and Goldberg when they first met at Survivor Series. They're talking, and then they met again each other at Royal Rumble, but this time Lesnar was the champion, Goldberg wasn't, and then he goes in the match and ruins Goldberg's chance to win the Royal Rumble.
Damn. Interesting. Yeah, it's a good memory there. Let's go ahead and look back at Battleground, NXT Battleground. Crazy things happen. North American Women's Champion Sol Ruka defeating and defending her title against Kalani Jordan, a former champion. Didn't get to watch this one, but I definitely need to check it out. Did you get to watch any of this stuff?
No, the thing I saw was like the highlights of Jordan Grace and Stephanie and the main event.
Hell yeah. You definitely watch more than me. I'm gonna have to definitely catch this up.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and do this quick. NXT champions Hank and Tank and Josh Briggs defeated the Culling 6-man tag team match. Interesting. Their new tag team matches, I've seen them wrestle. They're okay. Now that Fraxium is in the main roster, definitely it gives the other guys a chance to shine for sure. We saw Stax defeating Tony D'Angelo to become the new leader of the family. God damn, that should be pretty interesting. Interesting. Next up, we see NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Valkyrie defeating Jordan Grace. La Primera keeping her championship. That's what's up. Anything you wanted to add about this matchup here?
It's a banger. Even though people get mad at Jordan Grace because sometimes she does botches in her match, but she doesn't,
The thing about Jordan Grace is that she makes up for it with other shit. Yeah, she might batch from time to time, but she makes other shit look amazing. So for me, that's her, what she comes up with for sure. Let's see. Next up, we saw NXT champion defeated Miles Bourne, and I definitely have to catch this matchup. Anything you want to say about this one?
Even though Miles Bourne lost, he's still the winner at the end.
At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, man's winning. Fucking great luck with this man. Trick Williams defeating Joe Hendry to become the new TNA World Champion. What the fuck? A non-TNA wrestler holding a TNA World Championship. People were pissed.
You saw,
go ahead.
You didn't see the end, did you? The owner of TNA was looking pissed off.
Oh shit! I know, but
they kept the camera on him and they showed the credits.
Oh, what a way to rub it in. Definitely an interesting way to like spark up controversy. I saw a lot of people hating this. I think if anything, it elevates the title. It elevates TNA. People aren't seeing the bigger picture of this shit. People are talking about TNA. People are gonna watch TNA. Trick Williams is a fucking phenomenal wrestler. You want this motherfucker to hold your world championship. That's just my opinion.
And you gotta give Joe Henry his roses, man. He did what he did with the championship. Now he can move up to bigger things. I know his contract's coming up soon. WWE's in the horizon. There you go.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. WWE is WWE bound, and this is the next step in that direction for sure. And big things going for Trick Williams as well. I'm excited to see what happens at TNA. Yeah, I want to see what happens and how people are going to receive him as their new champion. Let's go ahead and take a break.
Not only that, not only that, we have all these brand new challengers from not only TNA but NXT also trying to come for that championship.
Oh shit, NXT, TNA, this man's is going to be busy for sure. Let's go ahead and take a quick break from WWE to talk about AEW Double or Nothing. Wild shit happened on this one. Starting things off with Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter in a phenomenal fucking matchup. I kind of wish Jamie Hayter would have won because I would have loved to see Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. But at the end of the day, we're gonna get Mercedes Moné, a belt collector, versus the best women's wrestler currently in AEW, Toni Storm. That should be pretty dope at All In. Did you get to catch this any of this matches?
Not really. I just saw the highlights of some matches here and
For sure.
there. But when I saw that she won, I was like, "Yes, Hogan Monet wants to win the championship. She wants to win all the belts." But I'm hoping Tony puts her in her place and humbles her. That's all I want.
I feel like I think we're heading towards the direction of the Mercedes Monet fucking having all the belts. It kind of feels like it. I don't mind it.
There's only one belt collector, and that is Kenny Omega.
Kenny
no one
Omega
will ever do that again.
Hey.
Well, actually, two. The one's Kurt Angle at TNA.
Oh shit. Oh shit. No, I honestly don't mind it as long as it makes sense. So far, it's making sense. I wish Jamie Hayter would have won, but I'm intrigued with the Mercedes Moné direction. We'll see. Next up was FTR versus Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Garcia in a pretty brutal matchup. FTR as bad guys is awesome. I always love that shit.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
I've been watching this video online all day. Big botch.
Oh.
Where McGuinness doesn't move out of the way. I don't know if it's Ash or Wheeler moves them out of the way so they could crash into each other.
I saw that live. When I was watching it, I was laughing my ass off. It was like, come on, guys. You're giving everyone ammunition to talk shit. Get on top of your game. I
wonder if he was just dazed. That's one thing, but if you're doing it on purpose, that's another one.
No, I think it happens sometimes. Hey, it happens in WWE. Miscommunication, absolutely. We saw FTR picking up that win in a brutal fashion. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to the stretcher match. Ricochet, Mark Briscoe. Great, violent fucking match. I was hoping Mark Briscoe would have won. We saw Ricochet pick up the win. It was pretty crazy. It was a hardcore match. I'll say that much for sure. Any thoughts on this one?
Well, all I can say is that it's Ricochet's first pay-per-view win ever.
True.
AEW.
True.
And then, like I said, I saw another video where they're making fun of him when Briscoe's spraying his head, and it's like, why is Ricochet backing it up?
Oh shit! Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Come on, bro.
I know people don't like Ricochet that much because of his mic skills, but
yeah.
To me, he's having like a good run in AEW.
Absolutely.
It's not the best, but it's good for what he does and where he's at in the roster.
I feel like this is the best Ricochet we've ever had because we never saw this side of him in WWE. We never saw him be goofy or be a character. He was always the guy who does the crazy shit during ladder matches and Money in the Bank, right?
Or he was the guy that got destroyed by
Braun Breaker, exactly. Or the guy that was going out with the hot fucking hot announcer. Like at least over here in AEW, he's a hated dude because he's just fucking cringe. It's like it's something
very cringe.
Very cringe, absolutely. But it's something. At least we're getting to see something special. AEW World Tag Team Title, Hurt Syndicate versus the Sons of Texas. We saw MJF come out with the Hurt Syndicate. Love that he's with this Hurt Syndicate. I'm excited to see where this goes, but we ended up seeing the Hurt Syndicate pick up the win and still have the titles against the Sons of Texas of Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes. Anything you have to say about this one?
Nope, I didn't even know about this match because I heard that there's a problem in AEW.
Yeah,
they were supposed to have that match. What happened? The Rock took over again, like always. Black Adam was shown, and they cut off the final showing of AEW Dynamite.
Bruh, I heard about this. That was bad call for them. That shit was funny. The fact that it was Black Adam too, that it was The Rock's fucking movie. God damn. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to the AEW Continental Championship match. Kazuchika Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey in another phenomenal fucking match. I loved it. Unfortunately, we saw Okada pick up the win, still the champion. I would have loved to see Mike Bailey win, but at the end of the day, he's still new, and this is just another guy to kind of feed to Okada's to make him a champion, a fighting champion. Anything you want to say about this one?
really ready to see Okada drop the belt already, but I know they're gonna try to move up Okada to face Omega and that belt to one.
I hope that happens. I hope the unification match happens just to have one intercontinental champion. That should be dope. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the women's world championship match. Timeless Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. And yeah, I like this matchup. This was a pretty good matchup. Definitely got to see Mina's in-ring performance a little bit more. She is fucking phenomenal. That's one thing about the Joshi girls of Japan. They've been doing this shit since they were 12. So they're fucking veterans in there. So they do wild shit in there. I definitely would love to see Mina go after the mid-card title and hold that for a while. That should be pretty dope. If they ever make a mid-card. Oh no, they do. It's the TBS championship. I'd love to see her pick up that win. That would be pretty dope to have her with the TBS title. If Mercedes ever drops it. Yeah.
She won't. How she is, like I told you, she's acting like Becky Hogan. So we have Mercedes Hogan. So.
Mercedes Hogan. No, I mean, until further notice, so far it's kind of looking that way. And yeah, it's weird because it's like, do you feel like she deserves that accolade?
What, Mercedes?
Yeah.
No. It's because I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
I don't like that. Well, people are saying, "Oh, she doesn't have it." I'm like, she has creative control of her character. If she doesn't want to lose, she's not gonna lose.
Absolutely.
That's what Undertaker had with Street. He had creative control. He chose who he wanted to lose to, and he chose Lesnar. The match was great, but not that great because Undertaker got a concussion.
Yeah.
But with this, I hope Toni Storm humbles her and beats her.
That should be interesting. I would really like that to happen. I feel like they might be moving towards Mercedes Moné domination, which would be interesting to see. But I feel like she does. I feel like she does deserve some of this. I also see the hate that people have for her. Definitely can mess up a lot in there from time to time.
Not only that, it's not giving the other women that want to get pushed on TV their time because she has all the belts.
I agree on that one too. I feel like this should be coming to an end soon. If anything, if she does win the championship, right, against Toni Storm, that means at Dynamite she announces that she drops the rest of the titles because she has the main one. At least in that sense, like everyone else will be able to get a chance to shine, right? Yeah. And that makes more sense to me. Do I want to see Mercedes domination with all the belts? Kinda, yeah. Is this like a biased thing because I think she's attractive? Maybe. But let's go ahead and move on to Anarchy in the arena. What the fuck?
Before we move to that.
Oh, go ahead.
Before to that, what was up with that awkward kiss at the end of the match?
Thank you for that. I don't understand it, but I don't hate it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't hate it. It just felt very awkward. It was like being on-screen movie. For the first time, they come on like a teenager movies kiss for the first time. They're like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to.
I agree. I feel like that was a in the moment type of thing, just to kind of continue that weird love triangle thing that they had going on with Mariah May.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anarchy in the arena. Here's the thing. When you told me that because I got to see this in parts, I saw the first half during the live viewing, and then I had to wait the second day to watch the remaining. But when you told me that they're playing "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" continuously, I was like, no, they're only gonna do it twice. They played that fucker 5 times. That shit was funny to me.
And I wouldn't have minded if it came out just in the beginning of the match to start the match, and then boom, that's
perfect.
It.
Yeah.
But then Omega's like, play it again. I was like,
In a lot of sense, I think this is exactly the soul of what makes AEW so great, because it can be so fucking random, it can be so out there and stupid, but it's entertaining as fuck. I honestly, I was entertained. Annoyed by the music, sure. Annoyed by the how long it was fucking going, absolutely. This could have been like a 40, maybe 30-minute match, and I would have been happy.
Yeah.
This felt like an hour, maybe more. I don't know how long this match was, but it was way too long.
I was hearing this was the best Anarchy match from the past ones they had before.
Honestly, violent match, fucking. There was a lot of crazy shit that happened. Fucking a staple to fucking Swerve's tongue.
I think that was a botch. They were saying it was a botch, but yeah.
Oh fuck.
Because it actually went through his tongue.
Yeah.
The Willow with that, but I saw
with
the highlight.
Ear?
Willow had their
fucking both Willow and fucking what's her name, Marina Shafir taking shots from the dudes too. It's like, fuck yeah, if they're in the match, they're also game. That's how it should be. I love that they pushed that.
It's funny because they put a meme saying that it was Willow when she's beating the crap out of all the guys. It's like when the ex gets mad at you when he sees you with your new girl and she attacks all the guys.
Shit. Yeah. No, it's definitely an awesome match. It gave everyone who's been asking for mixed matches with women going up against men, because we see it. They do it a little bit more here in AEW, but I enjoyed the match. Definitely. Any last thoughts before we move on to the next match?
That's it.
All right, next up, again, this match felt very long, so I thought that it was the end. I thought that, damn, that was a great ending. Next up, trios match, Paragon versus Don Callis family. I was like, fuck, I feel tired. I don't know if I was in the arena, I would be fucking tired, exhausted, maybe not even have enough for the rest of it. But honestly, the Paragon versus Don Callis match definitely was awesome. Takeshita, the new guy with the, I keep forgetting, Josh Alexander, I think his name is. Great team. Don Callis family keeps getting better. Honestly, I kind of like it now with this new additions. Any thing you want to say about this?
Like I said, you should have just had the Stadium Anarchy match at the end.
I agree. Honestly, the FTR versus Nigel and Daniel Garcia could have been a collision match. I think that's the only one I would have taken out from this. Maybe the Okada match could have also been a collision match. Just to kind of bring this down if you're gonna add, right? But yeah, I believe the Don Callis family won this one. Let me double check that one real quick. Powerful boom, leaving Paragon. The Paragon won. Never mind. Paragon won that matchup. Interesting. But yeah, let's move on to the final matchup of the night, and it was for the Owen Hart Cup men's final. Hangman Adam Page versus Will Ospreay in a fucking phenomenal, brutal matchup. Did you get to catch this highlights or anything of this match?
Just highlights, but I'm kind of glad Hangman won.
Me too.
And no disrespect to Ospreay, but Hangman is the right one to win the match.
The storyline wise, absolutely. This kind of sets up a rivalry between these two guys for sure. They're definitely gonna go up against each other once Hangman has the title, hopefully. But yeah, I agree. The right person won on this one. A great brutal match, back and forth. So many fucking false finishes in this one, but I definitely enjoyed it. I thought I was tired after the fucking Anarchy in the arena, but this one had my attention. I was like hooked. Any last things you want to say about this matchup?
Oh, just the one thing that both wrestlers use their enemies' moves on each other.
That was dope. Yeah, it reminded me of Stone Cold and The Rock a little bit. Hell yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go back to WWE and talk about what happened on Raw. Now, seeing things here, we saw and we still don't have a name for this group, but we saw Seth come out with his big brawny men, and it was Paul Heyman kind of going out there and talking about the elephant in the room. As he was talking about Bronson Reed destroying Seth Rollins, I was like, yeah, so why is he with the team? Like they didn't explain why. He just said he beat up Seth Rollins so bad,
yeah,
he's now in the team. Like what?
Yeah,
make that make sense.
Yeah,
right, it doesn't make any sense. Anything you want to say about this intro here?
Nothing, just I think they might add one more person, but we'll talk about that another time.
Oh shit, interesting. All right, next up we saw Penta defeating Chad Gable and Dragon Lee to qualify for the men's ladder match. Love that he's in the matchup. We also saw Vakino go in there and attack Chad Gable because he ended up attacking him while he was in the ringside getting his licks in. We're gonna be seeing Vakino and Chad Gable going up against each other, maybe, because I also heard Chad Gable got a concussion. Do you think they're setting up something though?
Because I don't know if you saw after the match, he said he talked to El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happened, but WWE made a big botch.
Oh, they fucked up. I think I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they announced that it's gonna be for the AAA belt, and tomorrow, I think it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Vakino.
Vakino versus Alberto, the championship. So that means WWE already knows that Vakino's gonna be the champion.
Not only that, but fucking Michael Cole also announced Vakino as almost as their as a Triple Eight. He almost said the champion. They keep fucking it up. Interesting. I will hate if fucking. I hope that doesn't happen.
I love it.
No.
What?
Why? Why do you not
gonna like it?
Because it doesn't feel right. But at the same time, it makes all the sense. It's the hottest thing right now in the luchador world, where there's this fucking guy wearing a mask because he's trying to beat them. What about you?
I think that we're thinking the same thing. I think Americano Grande is gonna win the belt at versus NXT.
I agree. No, I have a feeling that's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but either way, Worlds Collide is gonna be pretty fucking cool. Let's go ahead and move on to Rusev versus Akira Tozawa. He's out here trying to get some revenge for his pal Otis. This was a quick work for Rusev though. He ended up choking him out and didn't want to let go. But then we saw the return, or not the return, but we saw Sheamus come out, and we saw an intense stare down between Rusev and Sheamus. Anything you wanted to say about this?
No, just it should have a good match.
Hell yeah, this should be an interesting matchup in the future. Moving on to the World Tag Team titles. World Tag Team Championship match. Triple threat was the New Day defeating the Creed Brothers and the War Raiders. And as we all know, the New Day cheated their way to win. Anything you wanted to say about this matchup?
Just that the Creed Brothers, they have to win championships
eventually
somehow,
right? Mm-hmm. It makes sense. It would make sense for them to hold the titles at least once. I liked New Day's gear. I think they're still rocking the Giant Gonzalez gear for a while. But gears looks dope. It looks dope. Moving on to Jey Uso promising to Gunther that he was going to tap him out yet again. Crazy thing. Anything you wanted to say about this little interaction?
Kind of felt like Uso was kind of forgetting his lines.
Yeah, I see that. Interesting. Let's go ahead and move on to Kairi Sane defeating Liv Morgan. Definitely love that. But it was by an unfortunate interference from Roxanne Perez. It's funny because the way that before this matchup we saw a backstage thing where Liv came back, and if it turns out that Raquel has been telling Liv all about Roxanne's situation with Dirty Dom. So yeah, we'll see how that shakes down. I'm not sure if you caught that, but it was fucking Finn Balor in the bottom there, fucking grinning like a little shit. Like a fucking demon. Definitely diabolical. Great way to like hurt Dirty Dom for sure. That's the only way. You serve him a girl and he'll definitely destroy himself. Anything you wanted to say before we move on?
No, just that we're closer to seeing the Battle Club.
Ooh, that should be pretty good. That should be pretty interesting. Lyra, Valkyria, and Becky Lynch get into a war of words, and they basically announce that they're going to be going up against each other at Money in the Bank for the title. That should be okay. We'll see how that shakes down. Any thoughts about
stipulation?
That? What's the stipulation? Oh yeah,
stipulation.
If Becky loses, she'll never challenge for the title again, or if Valkyria is holding it. I like that.
If Becky wins, Valkyria has to raise her hand.
Ooh. Okay. I like that storyline. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to Seth Rollins defeating Sami Zayn and Finn Balor to qualify to the men's ladder, Money in the Bank ladder match. We kind of see what's happening here. Most likely it's going to be Seth Rollins getting that title or that contract. You don't think so? Ooh, who do you think is going to win?
They're going to be Solo.
Ooh, I forgot Solo was in this.
Or Solo or LA Knight.
Damn, we got Penta, Solo, LA Knight, Seth Rollins.
We have 2 more left.
That's a fucking match.
Matches, yeah.
That's a match. That should be interesting.
I think Punk might interfere to cost Seth Rollins the match.
If that does happen, that makes sense, and I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely like that shakeup. Let's go ahead and finish things off with NXT. Ethan Page defeating Ricky Saints for the North American Championship. Did you get to watch any of the stuff?
Hardcore.
Yeah,
that was a hardcore finish because it looked like Saint when he made a tore something in his throat.
Ooh.
Ethan Page did a move on the chair. He did it on the stick of the chair, and it broke and it smacked Ricky Saints right in the throat.
Oh shit! Damn. Yeah. Interesting. Might have to watch that. Wow. We have a new champion. Brutal fashion. Hell yeah. We see Mike Santana defeating Tivon Heights. Mike Santana from from TNA. I love that they're bringing a TNA guys over, especially Mike Santana of LAX, aka LAX. Hell yeah, dude! I loved him when he was in AEW, and he's doing big things in TNA and now NXT. Love the ascension. Any thoughts on this guy?
No, we saw him live at TNA when we went to the.
Hell yeah,
there. He's great. He's a great wrestler. Singles, I do like what they're setting up for next week. I think it's gonna be at NXT.
That's right.
The Trick Williams versus Santana. But I also like that we saw Santana Morella make the match.
Yeah. Santana Morella coming back out. Santino. I love it. I love that he's back, and they're using him more in NXT for sure. And this matchup, Santana versus Trick Williams for the world title, is gonna be fucking phenomenal. Absolutely.
Yep.
Speaking of fucking phenomenal, Miss Parker defeating Tatum Paxley, looking phenomenal as always. Love that. Anything you wanted to say about this matchup?
I did not see this match.
Hell yeah. No worries. Match that I also didn't get to see, Jasper Troy defeating Dante Chen. we'll go ahead and skip for now. Ray Phoenix and AAA's Laredo Kid are in NXT to compete with Ethan Page. Interesting. Oh shit!
Well, it's gonna be a fatal four-way for the new North American belt
at fucking Worlds Collide.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's gonna be fucking dope. Oh shit!
We're eating that day. We're eating good matches.
We're fucking gonna be buffet. God damn, that's gonna be fucking great. Hell yeah. For those who are gonna be out there in LA, Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank, we are gonna have a great fucking time. Come say hi. Let's take a picture. Let's do this thing. Let's finish things off though with a shock title change. JC Jane, wow, defeating Stephanie Valkyrie to become the new NXT Women's Champion. Wow. I didn't get to catch this matchup. But anything you want to say about this?
Well, everybody's shocked because you know it happened on NXT show.
Yeah.
But what gave it up to? You know, people were kind of putting her out like, oh, she's a third wheel, this and that. Her ex-best friend got released. You know, she's next. No, what WWE do? The new champion. You're gonna be the new face of NXT.
God damn.
We're having call-ups.
Yeah, and honestly, that's exactly what happened. Stephanie Valkyrie, she's too good, man. She's too good. She needs to come up to the main roster. And honestly, that's the way it should be. Give her all the accolades and then move them the fuck up. I love it. Let JC Jane break out and become her own star of her own, and that's how you make stars too. We'll see how things shake up in NXT. Interesting things happening in the wrestling world for sure. I want to thank Josh for being on the show. Josh, any words you want to say, and where can they find you on the socials?
I just want to say before we move to my socials that the NXT call-ups I'm telling you about, it's going to be, Finn's going to Raw, and Grace is going to SmackDown. Ooh. I think Ricky Saints going to Raw. Okay. Might be the final member of the Seth Rollins group.
Oh shit. That's a good one. I like that. He fits in that group. Damn. Yep. You know who
if he doesn't join, I was gonna say Austin Theory will be my other one.
Austin Theory would fit there too, but I would also love to see Ethan Page.
Yeah, but Ethan Page is not going up. He just won the championship. He's not gonna lose it. So
not gonna happen. Realistically, yeah, either of those two for sure. I agree. Hell yeah. Anything? Where can they find you on the socials?
Instagram at Seth_Josh_818.
Hell yeah.
So, want to say hi? Say hi. You know, I reply.
Hell yeah. Be sure to follow us. Be sure to give us a like. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about. You can always find me under NSI Rick on all the socials, on streaming as well. I stream on stream on Kick. It's Twitch and YouTube for now. You can also find me on Instagram. You can find the shows, Not So Intellectual Podcast, the Made You Look _show, and Lucha Critics under their own channels on Instagram. Be sure to give us a like. Let us know what you guys want to see. Until the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hell yeah.